Hello all, Namaste. My name is Prince Aryan and I am from class 6. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about something very serious, which is about heat waves. You must be knowing heat waves. Now they are undergoing in our today's day. Nowadays, these heat waves have become very usual and common. So we just need to avoid and prevent them in our day-to-day life. So today in this video, I'm going to say you some precaution tips so that you can overcome all these heat waves and etc. So let's start our today's video. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you some of the 10 tips that you just need to follow to what to understand the heat waves and then to overcome them. Now what are they? I'm going to just say you the number one. Please don't go outside at this a huge sun and at the noon time. Basically, you must not go outside when it is just afternoon or it's the noon time. So this thing you need to always follow when the heat waves happen. Point number two, do not do physical labor in case of the high rays from the sun and also in case of heat waves. In the mid noon or at the midday, like around 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock, from this time you mustn't do any kind of physical labor outside like farming or doing any kind of work at the heat. So because why I'm saying this, because this can cause a heat stroke. Okay, so this thing is the most important among the 10 points. Now let's go to and move on to our third point. If you are bound to go outside for some very important tasks, then what you can do, you can use the wet towels or you can use slippers, black glasses or dark glasses which will prevent you from the sunlight directly. You can also use umbrellas and all so that you can be protected from the heat of the sun. So now let us roll on and move on to our fourth step that you need to follow in case of heat waves. So what the sun does is basically it absorbs all the water from your body, and what basically happens is the water level of your body, which is around 70 to 75% of your body, what happens is it decreases. So what you need to do, you must take water, a bottle of water. It will be better if you take a bottle of cold water with you, because that's extremely important in the heat of the sun. So now we have completed our number fourth point. Now let's move on and roll on to the fifth step that you need to take in case of high sun rays. So this step is quite important because what basically I'm going to say that you must drink sufficient amount of water. You must eat like juice, you must drink juice, you must eat sugarcane, wet rice, etc. because these all will prevent the decrease in your water level of your body. Okay, understood? So let us roll on to our sixth step that you need to take in case of heat waves. You all must eat two main things. What they must be? First of all, you need to eat cucumbers, and the second thing you need to eat is watermelons, because these two things are full of water. Cucumbers are having a lot of water, around 70 to 75% of it is only water, and watermelon, as you know, full of water, as its name suggests, watermelon. So let's move on to our seventh step. Many people are now smoking and drinking. So when you avoid them, the chances of getting heat waves is extremely low. So I recommend that stop smoking and avoid drinking. Our eighth step says you must always use loose clothes so that you don't feel like congested like in the winter seasons. So if you feel like your dresses are like very congested, you don't feel uncomfortable, please wear a loose one, because if you don't do this step, this can make you sweat more and more, and the chances of heat waves on you is going to increase by a lot. So yeah, you must follow this step. Now let's go to our next step, which is the ninth step you need to do. In case if you see any kind of people around you who is like who has got sunstroke by the heat of the sun, immediately call the ambulance, or even you can take the person to the nearby hospital for the sudden checkup. So now let's move on to our last but not the least, the 10th step that you need to take. In case if you have any kind of domestic animals or even kind of pets, they must not be left outside of your home. They must be kept in proper amount of shade, and also they must get a proper amount of sufficient water, not too more, not too less, but yeah, a perfect and sufficient amount. Understood? So these 10 steps you need to follow in case if you feel like the sun has gone rised up its temperature, because now the cases of sunstroke is now has a lot increased. People are getting cardiac arrest because of this. If you don't know what happens in sunstroke, that's very dangerous. I'm going to say you a brief explanation. That's very dangerous, very deadly thing. Okay? So to prevent this, if you follow these 10 steps, then yeah, sun cannot do anything, as you have seen in this thumbnail. Sun will not absorb anything from your body if you follow these steps. So also be sure to check out my other videos from my YouTube channel Prince Master Champ, and also be sure to subscribe, like, and also share your thoughts in this channel only. Bye all, see you in the next video, and be sure to tune in my channel and also check out other educational videos too. Bye bye. Meet you soon.